This one's sweet meat from No Love to the Nomad. We got Shavkat Rakhmonov, aka Shav Meat Rakhmonov, taking on Geoff Neal. You know him as Slabs of Steel, Geoff Neal, who is a guy who is very tough, right? You got to give Geoff Neal his props. I mean, the guys that, first of all, the resume that this dude has, like, beautiful wins over my boy Bilal Muhammad. Got that finish win over Mike Perry when it was basically peak Mike Perry, and then most recently he finished Vicente Luque. Easy work too. Performance of the night for Geoff Neal, and I thought it was Geoff Neal's best performance to date. He really just outclassed Vicente Luque and just got a finish for the heck of it because he was well en route to winning a decision in that one, but one to be one of the few who was able to sleep Vicente. So impressive stuff. And then can't forget the win he had over Ponzinibbio right before that too. And the only two losses were against Wonderboy Thompson and against Neil Magny, who are two honestly legends of the game. So really great stuff from Geoff Neal recently. But he's taken on Shavkat Rakhmonov, who is truly the last guy, maybe besides Hamzat, that you want to be faced up with in this 170 division. And the guy's 16-0, 16 finishes. Every fight he's in has never been close. I mean, I was impressed that Neil Magny was even able to make it to the end of the second round. That's how good Shavkat is, because usually it only takes Shavkat a couple of minutes to finish you, but Neil Magny was able to survive and was 4 seconds away from seeing a third round, which is something that hadn't been seen against Shavkat since Farudin Odilov did that in the KZMMAF championships. So impressive stuff from Magny, even in a loss. So Shavkat Rakhmonov, he can do it all right. He can punch. He's got the ground game. He seems way stronger than everyone that's in there and just way more composed than any of his opponents. So what are your thoughts on this one? Do you think that maybe Geoff Hands of Steel, Slabs of Steel Neal is able to yellow this one against Shavmeet, or is this another easy work finish for Shavkat? And then if this is, what's next for Shavkat? How do you see this one?
Yeah, this is a great one. I mean, this is Shav Lock Ramanov. Like, this is going to be a absolute lock nonetheless, in my opinion. But Hands is still Geoff Neal's absolutely been destroying my bank account. The last few fights, he has impressed me unlike anyone else. So this truly is a big fight for both of these guys, because whoever wins this is going to get a top 3 fighter. Wouldn't surprise me even if it's a title fight. This is big opportunity for both, especially Rakhmonov. If he wins this, I don't see why he wouldn't fight top 3 guaranteed. Geoff Neal, I could see where they maybe push back top 5, someone else or something. But man, I'm torn. I gotta go with my boy Rakhmonov. We've been riding him since the beginning. Absolute nomad, absolute savage, and I think he gets the sub early and often. I think Geoff Neal is going to have a very tough time with his height, with his reach, with his skill and strength. But it's going to be interesting. I think this is definitely going to be Shavkat's toughest test, and I can see this going the distance, or at least going almost 3 rounds. So I'm very excited. This is a fun fight. I'm so glad they rebooked this, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Yeah, I can't wait either, truthfully. And again, if Geoff Neal is able to survive all 15 minutes, then it would be the first dude to do so, because Shavkat 16-0 with those 16 finishes, and that's just not something you ever see in professional MMA. So just amazing stuff from Nomad. And again, you touched on it. We've been riding Shavkat since the beginning for sure. But as you mentioned, this is definitely his toughest opponent, right? Because Geoff Neal and the skills that he brings is much different from the skills that Carlston Harris or Michel Perzedes, aka the Stump, is offering against the Nomad. So taking Shavkat Rakhmonov for sure in this one. I do like him to get the finish. I think that a submission is probably a strong call. Just seems like when this dude gets on top of you, there's nowhere for you to go, and so I think that Shavkat is going to take him down, maybe even eat a couple punches on the way in and recognize the power and quickness that Geoff Neal offers, and is not going to want to play any games from that point forward, and will likely just take him down and finish it while down there for sure. So you mentioned a top 3 fight next for these guys. I kind of hope that it's Shavkat versus Colby next, but you know exactly what's going to happen. As soon as Shavkat beats Geoff Neal, they're going to throw Bilal Muhammad, Hands of Steel, up to the Nomad, and then we'll see what Bilal can do then. But I think that Nomad is going to be going through Bilal, and then we'll likely get a title shot after that. So cannot wait to see. But again, tough test this weekend against Slabs of Steel Neal, who is a guy we have a lot of respect for sure. But with the other way, Shavkat got him by early submission. I'll say second round. I'll give Geoff Neal the opportunity to survive the first 5. But other than that, it's over.
Yeah, 100% agree. I think this is over early and often. But man, Geoff Neal's a tough guy, so it would not surprise me. Throw in the comments who you taking. You taking Hands of Steel, Geoff Neal, or the Nomad?